hello there. And we are live. See ya, ladies, gentlemen. You are welcome to another episode of Real Talk Premier League show. See ya, guys. I got my regular guest. He's not your normal special guest, yeah. He's already your brother of mine on this channel, yeah. Me and him, we like talking football together. We could get a little bit heated, yeah, but at the end of the day, I love putting Josh on the spot. You know why I like putting guys? See, yeah, this is the reason why I like putting Josh on the spot. Yeah, Eh, this guy, yeah. I just wonder when he's with a lady. I wonder how I wonder. I wonder how he gets out with lots of situations. Yeah, this guy can walk his way out of any situation. Whenever we're talking about the Arsenal, that's what makes me think that with his lady, oh my God, this guy can get away from any situation. If you have a problem, just talk to Josh, man. Josh is the one to get to talk to. Josh, you're welcome to the show. How you doing, man? Talk to these
Tony, big up
people.
my man every single time. Absolute real one, bro. Always a pleasure. Look, you text me today. I saw the text. I was like, I'm coming on straight away. I absolutely love coming on your channel, man. Big up everyone. Big up the chat, and of course, big up to you, man. Thank you very much for having me on. Estel Castle, man. We're
Yeah.
absolutely smashing it. After going away to Dubai, we're smashing it. So we're all buzzing, and as always, man, absolute pleasure to be on here with you.
Absolute pleasure to be with you, Josh Gooner. Yeah, see you guys in the chat here. See, I know you're expecting a heated debate. You'll get a little bit of that, yeah, but of course it's real talk. But the thing there is that Arsenal is smashing it right now. I'm all smiles. Josh is all smiles. See, yeah, Josh, if there was anything like 70 Shades of Grey, that's how I felt, yeah. That's how
Yeah,
I felt, yeah, at the
yeah,
Olympic
fair enough.
Stadium, yeah. The way we completely dominated that game was in 70 different shades. Even if you could even call it 100 shades. See, yeah, man, them, yeah, are scoring set pieces. We're scoring goals from open play. We're scoring penalties. Mind you, Bukayo Saka lost a penalty. This same time last season against West Ham
Yeah.
at the Olympic Stadium. This season, he's scoring two goals against them. We're scoring set pieces. Two of our defenders scoring goals for fun. Gabriel Magalhaes scoring goals for fun. Saliba, I was criticizing just last week ago, just a week and 2 weeks ago, because
Yeah.
of back-to-back mistakes that he had at the City ground. First of all, and secondly, at the Emirates against Liverpool, gifting Liverpool a goal. Suddenly, arise from the ashes, puts in a goal. Gabriel Magalhaes puts in a goal. We were without Gabriel Jesus. It feels like nothing. Josh, we are now firmly in that third position. We're going for the title. Talk to
Yes.
me about that West Ham game, man.
Oh man, that is what we're talking about, Tony. This is what we're talking about.
Ooh,
This is what we want to
we
see.
have to gloat about. See, Josh, gloat. Just gloat about it.
Yeah,
Gloat.
exactly, bro. Six,
Gloat.
six to
Shout
West
out to
Ham,
the
bro.
chart, Jordan Heyman, True
Big up the
Gunner,
chat,
Ellie
by the
Dose
way.
TV. Big up the chart. Big up the charts. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Look, six against West Ham. Away from home, going into the game. Listen, I was feeling a bit nervous. Look, don't get me wrong. We got a fantastic win against Liverpool going into the game, but I was like,
Mm,
West Ham. We know what happened. 2 times this season, Tony. They did us Emirates and Carabao Cup. So I certainly
it
wasn't
was
coming into that
dirty.
underestimating them. And
Mm,
I was coming into feeling a bit shaky. I mean, I looked at the lineup. I saw Havertz as left centre mid. I'm like, why has he changed him to left centre mid and not kept in? Or because obviously we can have this whole debate about Havertz playing left centre mid and all that. And I saw Kiwior at left back. I was like, how he's going to end up doing against Kudus. But bro,
mm.
we absolutely battered them, destroyed them. Yeah, we were ruthless,
Was
absolutely
hard.
ruthless, man. And set pieces, yeah. I want big credit to our set piece coach, Nicola Jova, because I don't know if you've seen the stat. We've scored 16 goals, the highest out of any other Premier League club, the highest out of any
The
top five
highest out of
European
any
club.
Premier League team. And Josh, please, I'll chime in on this because you just brought this matter about set pieces. Yeah. Do you know what it means to mercilessly deal a blow against a carefully crafted David Moyes' side. You don't get to score set pieces against David Moyes' side just like that. And the
Yeah.
way I just bullet these guys from set pieces and against the David Moyes side, I couldn't comprehend it, man.
Mm.
For some
No,
reason, I do think the encomiums you were just about to shout on our set piece coach, he warrants it, man. He deserves it.
agreed, 100% agreed. And yeah, as I said, look, 16 goals. I mean, that's the highest set pieces we've scored out of any other, Premier League club this season. And I think
Mm.
I noticed a change ever since obviously we came back from the Dubai trip. Is now Declan Rice the guy taking the corners? Is now Declan Rice taking our set pieces, and it's working because some of the
He's now
crosses the guy
Declan
puts
Rice
in,
taking the
it's
corners.
unbelievable.
Oh my
Man
God.
got 2
Salt Bay,
assists.
whatever meat
Against
you
West
give
Ham,
these
man.
guys, please give it to them again. I want fly. See, we need to fly Salt Bay, yeah, down to London, yeah.
Salt Bay, yeah.
Feed this Arsenal team any amount of beef, any amount of meat. Just give it to them, yeah. Please, Salt Bay,
That's
where are you? Talk to me, man, Josh.
exactly, mate. As soon as Arteta got fed a bit of meat, with something's changed, isn't it? I mean, we're starting
Something's
playing, we're
changed, my
balling
brother.
out now. But yeah, no, like honestly,
Suddenly, there's a shining light at the end of the tunnel, man.
yeah. But no, honestly, that was absolutely superb, man. I was actually, really, really impressed on how well we played, and no, of course, nobody expected that, man. Nobody expected. I mean, we were completely killed them off. And what I loved about it the most is I've been criticizing us a lot. I've been criticizing our final third this season. I've been criticizing our winners this season. I've been criticizing the fact that we need a striker. We're not been scoring enough goals. Don't get me wrong, we still need a striker. But what I'm saying is, 6 away at Palace now. Yeah, sorry, 5 at Palace, 6 against West Ham. Getting a comfortable win against Liverpool as well. Right, this attack now is actually firing. This attack now is starting to fire. Right now, look, I still stick to what I say. We need a
Actually,
striker.
that's the next topic. That's the next topic we'll be delving into.
Oh yeah. But as I was saying, I mean,
Josh, that's what I want. Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, so
keep going.
as I was saying, so look, the attack, ruthless, Trossard. When I saw that guy sign up front, I was so buzzing, Tony. Yeah, I was so happy to see Trossard starting because I was like, this guy deserves a start after these recent performances. The guy's been on fire, and once again, what a finish as well for that 4th goal. What a finish for that 4th goal. Really, really happy, to see Trossard, Trossardinho, and all that. Come on, guys, absolute baller he is, and I was buzzing to see this guy start up front. I mean, even someone like Saka, man. Saka's been another one who I've criticised because of he's not been at his best this season, but that was a Saka that we all know and that we all call star boy. Yeah, that is a Saka that we all call
star boy. Yeah, that's the one we were calling world class last season, man.
Exactly. It was superb. I mean, he was absolutely superb. I thought obviously, I mean, Declan Rice, we also work Declan Rice, man, but doing it against your former club as well. That banner, oh my God, that goal was insane, bro. What a finish. And not just his goal, the set pieces were superb. Overall play, I mean, he absolutely bossed them, bro. He's getting booed half the game. Yeah, he absolutely bossed them. He bullied his former club, man. And he had to step up because if you go back to the last 2 games.
With a conga slap. It was horrible, man.
Absolute facts.
I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. It was 6-0. And you know what? Yeah, we solidified the zombie status of Odegaard and Zuma. Yeah, we solidified the zombie status of those defenders. Yeah, we made Emerson look like, see, Bukayo Saka left him out to dry. But you know what? It's not even Emerson per se. Yeah. Versus Saka. It's Emerson in front of Martin Odegaard. Did you see how Martin Odegaard was just like they gave him so much room to operate?
Exactly.
Just a couple of weeks ago, me and you had a show here. We're talking about Martin Odegaard and his importance to this team. Mostly about how he has to rediscover his former self, rediscover his touch again, his killer touch again. See, man, I think he's rediscovered it, man, because the way he was just cutting open the defense of West Ham made Emerson look like a zombie. See, yeah, at the end of the day, I was wondering, like, Emerson, Bukayo Saka has only one way to come in. He's gonna cut in through the left. Didn't this guy do their homework? He was gonna cut in into his left. They couldn't cut him off. They had no answer to Bukayo Saka. They had no answer to the guile of Martin Odegaard. It was just cutting in incisive scissor crosses, passes into their 18 box. Their midfield was moribund. I just feel like Declan Rice just bossed that midfield. No one was there to actually give that extra bit of bite to that West Ham midfield. Um, Jared Bowen didn't want to be a number 9 striker at the end of the day. Kudus was looking like a zombie against Kivio of all people, who hasn't even gotten into a solidified status as a left back for Arsenal Football Club. It was a shambles, man. We destroyed this guy.
We absolutely battered them, bro. We absolutely, destroyed them. And yeah, I agree. Like, West Ham, yeah, they were absolutely awful, but don't take it, credit away from us as well. I mean, we blitzed them, bro. And that just it reminds me of last season Arsenal. That's telling you, this is what me and you have been talking about. This is what we want to see.
Yeah.
This is what Arsenal want to see.
This is what we want to see.
This is what we're
talking
about.
How can I be negative about this? No one will be negative about this. Like, if anyone is negative about this, then that person is not an Arsenal fan. You can't be negative about this. This is what we want. If you're giving us performances like this, week in, week out, I'm not even talking about 6-0. Just come up, put up a decent performance in the game, and bro, man, none of us will criticize. We won't even care instead of the entertainers in the football club. We'll just put it on the carpet.
That's exactly it, Tony. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, at the end of the day, we're not sitting there saying we're gonna win 6 every single game. Of course we're not. But we like what we're saying is we want to see that level of performance week in, week out now. It should be to that standard now. Yeah. Look, we ain't gonna blitz. We ain't gonna blitz everyone 6-0. Of course we're not. We're gonna get tougher games with all due respect, but we want to see that level of performance now. Yeah, that's the standard we've set. Let's go and do it consistently. If we want to go in the league now, because as you said, Tony, we're right back in there. That Liverpool game got us right back in there. This win, right back in there now. That's all we got to do now. Keep consistent. Just do our thing. Focus on ourselves. Make sure we get the job done, and then we see where we are at the end of the season.
Josh, see, I don't want it to look as if maybe me and you were sounding a little bit kind of squeaky, with the whole gloating and shameless heralding of these players right now. But see, sometimes you just have to be shameless. But this is the most shameful one, We were talking and crying about a striker. Me and you were cried. I remember me and you we're kind of like, we're having this brotherly talk on the Real Talk show during the January transfer window. And then me and you were actually crying about a striker.
Yeah.
Josh, horse. In 4 games, we've gotten 16 goals in the back. See, Josh, everyone in the charts, let that sink in. 16 goals. Josh, do we have a striker problem? What problem is what people will tell you? What problem?
Yeah,
see, you can't tell me you have a striking problem when you scored 16 goals in 4 games. Even City, who's with a robot down there, a goal machine ready to score goals for you. In fact, an AI of scoring goals, Erling Haaland. They've not scored even up to 10 goals in 4 games. See, bruv, we're here with 16 goals in 4 games, and we're crying out for a striker in the January transfer window. Josh, what is this? What is this? Explain to us what is going on. Why are we on 16 goals in 4 games? Explain this logic to me.
Well, okay. Firstly, what I will say is, you know, this whole for me, we do have problem right now. No, because as you said, we scored 16 goals in 4 games. Yeah, it's all good, and I'll give big credit to the attack and you know the management on Telly certainly changed things up. But for me, we 100% still need a striker. We need a striker that will elevate us, you know, even further. Yeah, we need a striker who comes in and you know, is going to be that main guy for us. Yeah, I mean, we spoke about who that will be, me personally, but we still need a striker. We still have to go out there
Yeah.
and get a striker and a big striker as well. To elevate us, we still need a striker. Don't get twisted. But at the same time, credit where credit should, because as I said, that was when we was losing them games against Fulham, against West Ham, against Liverpool in the FA Cup. The main thing I would criticize was the attack's been useless, the end product's been awful. We're not scoring enough goals. Yeah. When we get into the final third, we look clueless. But ever since we've obviously gone to the 2-week warm weather training and we've came back now, Palace, we scored 5 goals. Forest, we should have scored more, but you know, it's one of those ones where you take
Yeah, it's
it.
one of those games, and the City ground is a
One of those
difficult
games,
place
yeah.
to go get a
Liverpool
win.
beat them comfortably 3-1. We killed the game off. That was the main thing against Liverpool. And West Ham, of course, you know, battering them 6-0 away is looking very, very good.
Destroyed them.
But at the end of the day, I still believe this does not change the fact that we need a striker. In my opinion, I still think we're going to need that guy to really, if we go again next season.
But again, do you think the board is thinking the same way? Like, do you think the board is thinking in that same line that we do need a striker? Because they'll be looking at it like, see, you brought in Trossard into space is as a number 9. He scored a goal for you. He scored in back-to-back games. He scored in the big one. He scored in the lesser one. He scored against Liverpool. Scored against West Ham. He's doing good. You've gotten 16 goals in 4 games. You're doing good. Do we really need a striker? That's what I think the board will be saying right now. Why don't we use that money and strengthen other areas like the defense and the midfield to bring in one more person who would help Martin Odegaard? I'm just saying what the board might be thinking right now.
No, and that's a great point.
When we just scored 16 goals in 4 games, because I know how the Arsenal board thinks. They don't think in the lines the way we think. They will follow the proof in the pudding, and the proof in the pudding is that we've blitzed these teams in 4 games. We've shown that we don't actually need a number 9 to score goals. We can be even more prolific even without a number 9. They've just shown it. So at the end of the day, I'm beginning to have this fear factor that the board might not want to listen to we need a striker, in the summer, mostly in spending 100 million, because we're talking of Ivan Toney and we're talking about 100 million pounds.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It's a lot for Tony. It's a lot. Look, I agree. Like, you make a good point. I think we all know what the board will be thinking after this. The fact that we all said we needed a striker last summer and they never signed us a striker just tells you all you need to know, really. The fact that we decided to keep Eddie Nketiah in January, and obviously we signed that one in January because FFP and all that stuff, yeah. But for me, like, there's plenty of chances, there's plenty of gaps, there's plenty of windows where we've had a chance to sign a striker and we just haven't gone through it. So that just tells me all I need to know, about our board, really. So honestly, no, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. If they are thinking this way, if they're thinking, oh, look at us now, we scored 16 goals in, how many, 4 games or whatever. We don't need a striker. Let's go and get a midfielder instead. But yeah, as fans, as my opinion is, we 100% still need a new striker. We need a big striker as well. We need a striker who is going to obviously come in, who can elevate us, who will be that main guy personally. And I do think that will take us to the next level.
Take us to the next level. Yeah, exactly. But again, see, of course, me and you, we've been talking about mixing things up, in our attacking third, but because sometimes when Arsenal get into that 18-yard box, we often clueless, Martin Odegaard sees to shoot. He wants to take 3, 4, 5 passes in the foot of the 18-yard box. Declan Rice can't shoot at the time when we're having our downturn. Martinelli drab in form. Bukayo Saka look like a zombie down there. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a lease of life. We're seeing that interchangeability between our attacking options. It was very cool to see Trossard taking that number 9 position and sometimes just allowing Kai Havertz to just take up that position just a bit, yeah. And they did that, the way they communicated that, yeah, they did that in a very seamless way. No arguing, no one was on anyone's way, but they communicated, and you could just see that interchangeability. You could see Mikel Arteta for once. This is what we've been criticizing him about. You're not mixing things up. For the first time, I saw us mixing things up. Even in some quarters, I said the team to start even going down the left, just a little bit to help out Martinelli, just the times, yeah. And Martinelli, get into the middle. But this was what we were talking about, when we weren't looking that confident. If you cannot get your players to play through direct play, through their assigned positions, you could always switch things up. To
Of
what
course.
extent has Mikel Arteta switched things up that you like? And in what, just like I've given that example, in what areas have you seen that he's mixed things up? Also in our defense, mind you, Zinchenko out of the game, but Kivior in that left back position, not necessarily inverting, but just your good old day left back doing his thing.
Yeah, no, 100%. And the thing is, I've always said with, I mean, that's one of the main things I said. Really, like when we're not scoring enough goals, when obviously we was losing to Fulham, we was losing to West Ham. I was like, Arteta, you have to change it. You have to stop playing this system. You have to change things around. And I've always been the idea of obviously that's why I love Trossard playing down the middle, because he tries something different. Yeah, I mean, Havertz down the middle is better than Havertz playing left centre mid, that's for sure. And you know what? Havertz actually played pretty decent against Liverpool. Yeah, and I give him big credit for that. And he's a big part in why we actually beat them, in my opinion. So again, but he's changing. He tries something different. Like that's what I wanted to see. Like I want to see Arteta do this, yeah. And Gabriel Martinelli, right? Gabriel Martinelli. I want to see this guy down the middle, Tony, as the main striker. Because if you go back,
I said it too. I want him too.
Exactly. If you go back to when we had,
he could make a quick decision.
Yeah,
he could score goals. We've seen it. He's done it against Liverpool, against the big teams. We've seen it. He made Van Dijk quake.
Go back to when we had Emery in charge and Martinelli, when we first played Martinelli. His first 10 games, he's a main striker and he's banging goals for fun.
Yeah,
he has his pace. He has pace,
which he can get behind that season or so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he has his pace. Yeah, he's rapid, so he easily get him in behind the defense, right? And he's a clinical finisher as well. I want to really see Arteta do that, but it seems to me like he prefers Trossard down there. I don't mind Trossard down false nine.
I don't mind Trossard too.
I really want to see Arteta switch it up and play Mane up top. Yeah, but this is what he had to do. He had to tweak things. He had to change things because. I mean, yeah, it's obviously not rocket science, but at the end of the day, we weren't scoring enough. We had 30 shots in that West Ham at the Emirates game. Yeah, we had 30 shots at home, and we didn't score. And we lost 2-0 to them at the Emirates. Yeah, but now we see the shots we had, the chances we had, we took them. Yeah, and I give credit to that. Credit to Arteta, credit to the whole team, and we move. As simple as that, bro.
We'll move on to the next one. See, Josh, we have a very, 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 very big one tomorrow, Wednesday. It's the Champions League, baby. See, yeah, FC Porto. FC Porto. FC Porto. See, what do you think? What should we be doing? See, should we should we mold these guys, or should we just keep it simple? What should we do, Josh? When we go to Porto, what should we do?
Yes.
Should we just keep it simple? We're away. Keep it simple.
Wait, Tony, the game's next week, isn't it?
Is it next week or this week?
Yeah, it's next week. Next Tuesday.
Sure? Is it next Tuesday or this Tuesday?
No,
I was
Tuesday.
Actually thinking that it was tomorrow. Wait, let me confirm that. It's next week, actually.
Yes, next week.
Yeah. Okay, good. We have a breather. Yeah. So we can actually met we can met that suffering and penury to Burnley this weekend. We're not playing this week at all. So we could just do it against Burnley. But again, look into that Porto game. I know it's next week, but what do you think we should be doing against Porto? And again, do you really think Porto is a team in light of Arsenal coming back into form, winning, scoring goals for fun, getting a grip of our midfield? Now we now have midfield options. Midfield options that I'm talking about is that we could decide to go conservative, bring in Jorginho, tighten up that midfield, have someone who will be battling side by side and hand to hand with Declan Rice in the heart of the midfield. We can do that in a double pivot. We've seen it. It works against Liverpool. Tentatively, the biggest team in the league right now. Yeah, the top in the league right now. So, we could decide to also bring in Kai Havertz in that midfield too, to just do his thing while we have other people running the park, and have Declan Rice tucked deep in to just protect our back four. See, we're blessed with options right now with the newfound form we've gotten. What do you think we should be doing against Porto?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, it's, of course, Champions League is back, absolutely massive. And yeah, Porto, they are no mugs. Yeah, they're no mugs. You never underestimate anyone really in the Champions League, because at the end of the day, we've all seen Arsenal's European record, especially on the Arteta as well. We played a Portuguese team. We played a Portuguese team, last season in Europa League, and we got found out.
Sporting Lisbon.
I think
we lost against Sporting Lisbon in the Europa
and we
League.
lost some penalties to them. Yeah, and we got found out. So, this European, certainly, we got to be on our game. We got to be on it. Both legs, I did. I mean, this away leg is going to be very, very tough. Away at Porto will be no easy task whatsoever. I do think we will beat them over the two legs. I do think we will go through the quarterfinals. But, as I said, they're no mugs, yeah, because, they've got some good players. They've got, just to name a few, they've got Mehdi Taremi, this Iranian striker up top who's lethal. Right, you cannot give this guy any chances, any space, because he will take them and he will punish us. Right,
he will pounce on them.
Yeah,
he's a deadly
striker. Yeah, he's going to Inter Milan as well next season, so that's a great signing for them. But anyway, they've got Evan Nilsson, who's this Brazilian guy who plays alongside him as well. Yeah. He's a good player. They've got the veteran Pepe as well, who's about 39. Of course, the ex-Real Madrid player. There, they've got a fantastic goalkeeper in Diego Costa, who is very, very underrated, and is Portugal's #1 now, and he's absolutely superb. What I've seen of him, he's a very, very good goalkeeper. And they've got a half-decent manager as well. He's a very well-organized manager. And I've watched him a few times, like. Champions League this season. They was in Barca's group, and they, obviously got out of it. But they, was battering Shakhtar. I think they scored 5 past Shakhtar. I think they scored 5 past Antwerp. So they're a team that can certainly score goals as well. So we got to be on our game, man. 100%. This Champions League is no joke around competition. This is business now. It's a business end of it. Last 16, and we've seen Arsenal's last 16 track record is horrendous. How many times we got to the last 16 in the Champions League and we got potted out? Yeah, even to a team like Monaco in 2015, whenever it was, everyone thought, "Oh, we beat Monaco." No, they did us 3-1 at the Emirates. The last 16 record is horrendous as well. It's not in our favour. It's time to change that. What I would do for me against a team like Porto, they're very, very physical as well. We have to get the midfield right. We needed to have a very stable midfield, with a lot of stability, in my opinion. Declan Rice will be in there.
Will you go with Jorginho? Will you go with Jorginho for that one?
Jorginho for me. Jorginho for me. I feel like these types of games, right? We saw him against Liverpool, man of the match. We saw him against Man City this season, man of the match. These big games, right? He has these experience. Don't get me wrong. Jorginho, when we signed him, I criticised the signing. I was like, well, it's another Chelsea reject. No, sorry, it's a Chelsea player who's coming to us. I'm like, what is going on here?
Josh, I understand you're shameless too, man.
Yeah, I'm shameless. Exactly.
I completely get that, man. Because sometimes we have to be shameless with this thing.
But I will give credit to Jorginho massively, because these types of games, these massive games, he steps up. Liverpool this season, Man City this season, 2 man of match performances, right? These types of games, when we need a big performance, when we need a strong midfield, he has a very good. Him and Declan Rice. They keep it stable. They keep it, he's very, he makes a midfield, he's a very stability player. He ultimately strengthens our midfield physically, and he has that experience. I mean, he's played in these games before. He's played in the big games before. So I'll go Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Odegaard because we need that creativity as well. So we need that midfield needs to be spot on. Obviously, the defense for me, if Tomiyasu is at left back, you got to play him left back. I don't want to see Zinchenko. I'm not entirely sure who they have on the win, but we need Tomiyasu there because he's solid defensively. Obviously, Saliba, Gabriel, and then we'll have probably Ben White right back. And then the attack for me, again, is another one where, you know, if Jesus is back, would we play Jesus because we've seen how good the guy is in Champions League? Or would we go with Trossard down the middle, Saka on the right, Martin on the left?
See, Josh, I have a problem. See, I have a problem with Gabriel Jesus. Every time he comes back from injury, we just push him back, right back into that first 11. How about you walk your way into the team? Let's take a breather. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus hasn't been consistent with his physicality this season. I mean, this season he's broken down more times than I can remember. Yeah. His fitness levels isn't really just that good. And this is what I don't want in this team, for a particular member of this team to kind of feel like I have a divine right to get into that number, into that team without putting up performances that will make us say, hey, you know what? Yeah, you've actually nailed down that position as your position. Anyone who is not, Saka really hasn't really been good, but we're just putting him down there because, you know, he's been the one for us. So let's just say, yeah, if you're not Bukayo Saka, if you're not William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, and technically David Raya, because Ramsdale can't concentrate on a game for 90 minutes. So if you're not those guys, you don't have a divine right to be in this team. I'm sorry. You have to put in performances week in, week out. That must, that should assure us Arsenal fans, assure the coach also that, you deserve that spot. Gabriel Jesus hasn't done that for me this season. How about you? Has he convinced you in that position? Because I'm also hearing some Arsenal fans saying, you know what, yeah, I'll cash out on Gabriel Jesus at the end of the season.
And that's fair because injuries. This guy is so injury prone, man. It's in the finish. It's the same knee that he did in the World Cup. It's only going to keep getting. He's only going to keep getting these little injuries every single time now. Yeah. What I will say is the only reason why I said I consider Jesus, and I 100% agree with what you're saying. Yeah, these players have to earn their way in this team. Yeah, there's none of this. Oh, your name's this, so you get in the team. In my opinion, you earn your, for me. You earn your
come back from injury straight into the 11. Yeah.
No.
And then Trossard has gotten us over the line against Liverpool and against West Ham. We'll go back to the bench, and then you truncate the harmony and the connection that they've built in the last two games. I'm not having it, man.
Yeah, but what we'll say, and the only reason why I consider him is because of, as I said, how good he's been when it comes to the Champions League this season. He's been scoring. I think he scored five.
Yeah, I give it to him, man. He's been scoring the Champions League.
But the issue with Jesus, as I said, and I'm not surprised when people say get rid of him in the summer because he's so injury prone. This guy, he's made of glass. These guys, you cannot rely on Jesus for a whole season. We saw it last season when we had to play Eddie Nketiah, right? We've seen it time and time with this player, and even at Man City, he was injured as well. This guy's very, very injury prone, and you cannot rely on this player. Yeah, for me, as I said, I rate Jesus. I think he's a good player, man. The issue with him is an out-and-out striker. He's not going to bag you goals for fun. I said it like there's reasons why he's only scored 14 goals in his entire career. Yeah, he's great when it comes to link-up play. It's great when it comes to he's very, very skillful. Dropping back and receiving the ball. That's superb from him. That's what I rate about him. Yeah, but when it comes to work rate, and this is why I always say we need a striker. We need another striker there who can actually get you, like a City have a Haaland, for example. Yeah, goal. We just need a goal.
Get you goals. Yeah, you're a striker. You're meant to score goals at the end of the day.
Exactly, but look, for me, as I said, like for this Porto game, it's going to be massive. We have to get a good result in the first leg, and then Emirates is where we go and really go all at them and go
Yeah,
ham. You know,
and
I
then
say,
close up the game at the
yeah,
Emirates.
100%. And let's please end this horrendous record in the last 16. Let's actually change it. Let's get to the quarterfinals. Let's see who we're going to get. And yeah, honestly, I'm buzzing for it. Champions League is back, man. This is where we want to be. Knockout stages. We're qualified. Let's go and do this, man.
Let's go and do this, man. See, our next game in the Premiership, Josh. Oh my God! Let's just laugh a bit, yeah. Let's get into the mood and let's just laugh a little bit at this opposition we'll be facing. I think we'll end that right. Just, we don't have to rush. We don't have to be all up in the videos. See, yeah, Josh, Burnley is coming to town. Please, Josh, tell us about the late Christmas gift that we're going to have for Burnley. They faced Liverpool. The Liverpool,
Yeah.
trucked them. Maybe just etched them a little bit out of the park at Anfield. 3-1 win, bounce back for Liverpool after that woeful showing against Arsenal at the Emirates. A bounce back against Burnley. Definitely, if you're that team that want to bounce back from a very horrendous performance against a team, that like Arsenal that beat you up last week, definitely Burnley will be that team to be a Santa for you at the end of the day. It's a poor team. They're fighting for wins here and there. They can find a win. Vincent Kompany is looking clueless in that box. He's not going to be there on I think on Sunday when we play. Definitely, he's not going to be there. Sorry,
is
on
he not?
Saturday when we play. He's not gonna be there. Yeah, I think he's been suspended or something like that.
All right.
It's clueless. The players can't defend. The defenders can't defend. The strikers can't score goals. It's a bit of a mess. They're deeply rooted in the relegation spot. In fact, firmly rooted in that relegation spot down there, man. It's not looking good for Burnley. And to even make it from bad to worse, they face the Arsenal. Josh, tell these people what's going to happen to Burnley
Yes,
in the weekend, man.
yes.
Talk to these people.
We should be,
Talk to
Tony.
them.
We should be absolutely be piping these, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, disrespecting Burnley, whatever. The point is, Arsenal Football Club. They're bottom. They're 19th. They're above Sheffield. I'm not entirely sure. The point is, they are having a horrendous season. Vincent Kompany is on thin ice for them. Yeah, I don't know how he survived still at Burnley. This is a totally different Burnley than I saw last season in the Championship. By the way, I don't know what's happened. I mean, I'm not surprised when they got rid of their two best players anyway. But yeah, that's not the point. Anyway, we should be going there, turf more, and we should be piping these lot. All right, and I want goals. I want goals, and I want us to go and smash these lot because I believe we will. And I believe we can. And again, it sounds like I'm disrespecting Burnley and I'm giving it all the chest, but at the end of the day, the type of game where we have to go in there and do the business. Just do the business.
Josh,
Arsenal.
they've only got one win. They've only got one win.
That's what I'm
one
saying,
win
bro.
in about 11
There's
games.
no excuses.
One
There's
win
no excuses.
in 11
I mean, look,
games. Make that make
Burnley
sense.
Burnley is Burnley. I mean, we know what we're going to get at Burnley. They're going to try and rough us up. They're trying to go and win the physical battle. We can't let that happen. Yeah, they've been all. We've seen how bad Burnley are this season, right?
Yeah.
But going to Turf Moor, at the end of the day, I sit there and say no game in the Premier League is taken for granted. No team in the Premier League is taken for granted because, for example, we went to Luton Town this season. We almost ended up drawing and dropping points to them. It took Declan Rice to win us the game. So these types of away games, it can be a banana skin game. But we're in a title race now. You have to go to these places and you have to win, and you have to win convincingly, in my opinion. We have to get the job done. We have to do our thing. Yeah. Make sure we do our bit first, right? Because that's what we didn't do last season. Last season against Southampton, we bottled it, even against teams like Bournemouth, we were on thin ice in that game. It took Rick Nelson to save us. So let's just focus on getting the job done here. Yeah, at Burnley, you know,
Mm.
Turf Moor. They, as I said, you know, we know how they're going to sell. We know they're going to try and rough us up. We can't let this happen. And yeah, look. Don't get me wrong, Tony. I'm coming with chest. I'm feeling really confident after obviously.
You feel it? Come on, see, man. See, Josh. See, Josh.
Yeah,
See, we have to be confident about this. We just beat the biggest team in the league, yeah, Liverpool. Come on, man. The confidence must be there. We just put Liverpool on a leash, baptized. Yeah, we just baptized. Yeah, total circumcision
exactly.
performed over West Ham. Come on, man. Against Burnley, a team that has played 24 games this season, only scored 25 goals this season, conceded about 50 goals this season. See, Josh, don't get me started on the stats, yeah? This is a poor team. They don't look good. It's a team Arsenal should be closing their eyes and performing and
We should
exhausting
be
on
firing
these guys.
another
Even if it's in
5-0,
tough
Tony.
more, they've conceded 50 goals this
That's what
season.
I'm saying.
There's nothing anyone is telling me. Arsenal should go there and maul these guys.
Exactly. We
They
should
should
go there
go
and
there and
absolutely pipe them.
destroy them.
Absolutely destroy these lot, yeah? Because at the end of the
Hmm.
day, I want to see and also I want to see a convincing performance, all right? Because don't get twisted. I've been seeing really good ever since we came back in this new year. These performances
Hmm.
have been like last season where we're blitzing teams now. I want another one of those. Let's do another one of those. You know, let's go there, get the 3 points, all right? But at the same time, make a statement in the sense that, all right, we're gonna absolutely, you know, we've absolutely piped these out. You know, of course, we're gonna end up. Look,
Yeah,
we know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get us controlling the game. We're gonna have all the possession.
yeah,
Yeah. What Burnley will do is they try and make it frustrating for Arsenal. You know, they'll try and soak up the pressure. You know, and this is where again these types of grounds where they play the whole low block tactic. We have to go
yeah.
and
The whole low block tactic.
yeah,
Yeah.
take our chances when
Hmm.
we get a chance. Take them. We did that against West Ham. We've been doing it since Crystal Palace now. We did it against Forest as well, right? Yeah, we should have scored a
Yeah.
few more, but it's one of those games. So of course, we're very, very confident. I expect Arsenal to go there, keep a clean sheet as well. Of course, I'd love that, and go there and absolutely pipe these lot. It's as simple as that. And sorry,
Absolutely
Burnley,
pipe them
but it's
over.
simple as that.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we see. That's what we should be doing to these teams because I just felt that over 7 games, I'm talking of in the 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, when we were with that abysmal 7 game run with just one win. Yeah, I just really felt that Arsenal's fear factor just went away. These mid-table teams have the cojones to come up to Arsenal and step to us. Teams like Fulham coming up, stepping to us, getting a draw. All these teams, yeah, smashing us. 1-0, 1-2, 1. See, it doesn't make sense to me. So it's very, very important we get this kind of blistering, convincing wins against these teams. Yeah, put them on a leash, destroy them, completely circumcise them. Even in these stadiums, like what we did to West Ham, what we did to Liverpool, beat these teams and maul them with multiple goals scored. Because I want when all these teams are coming up to step to Arsenal, I want them to have that fear factor. I want Arsenal to be feared again. So, because literally any team that goes to play Man City, the fear of Man City, first of all, is what grips you before you even start losing the game. And that's what I want, with this Arsenal team. Bring back that fear factor. Beat these teams, organize that team, in a very, very potent attacking setup. Get to cut it through these teams that will play an extreme low block and pummel them. I'm not talking of 1-2-0. I'm talking of 4-5. Increase it to 6 because right now the more goals we're getting, we're now
Mm,
tallying up with the best of the best in terms of goals scored. Can you believe it now that we are at par with Man City in terms of
exactly.
goals?
You know,
Exactly. So
before
I'm
the
not waffling
game,
when I'm talking about these goals. I'm actually saying something of importance because
mm,
if we just go and get one more blistering win again over Burnley, we now surpass Liverpool because Liverpool is just leading us with goals scored in terms of goal difference with just one. So if we go and have a blitz of a game against Burnley, bro, we've outscored Liverpool in terms of goal difference. And then we can sit pretty, wait for this lot here to lose points, and straight up we get
As
to
simple as
we
that,
get to the
man.
summit. It's as simple as that. Pull out these guys. See, Josh, the last question. Big ups to CMO Sports. I'll be going down
Bro.
there, guys. Come and catch me on CMO Sports. Connor. Connor is it's a great guy, so I'll be on his channel. Some debate show
Big up
down
Connor,
there.
man.
So come catch me at CMO Sports down there, new channel. Go check him out. Yeah, and come check me out down there, 8 p.m. See Josh. One important stuff I wanted to ask you, Thomas Partey. What's going on with Thomas Partey? Do you think that's an injury, or do you think it's there's something going on with Thomas Partey
Yeah,
in terms of administratively, in that football club? What's really going on? Talk to us.
100%. Something else going on. I'm sorry. No. This is beyond the joke now with Thomas Partey. Yeah,
He's injured. Oh,
because
he's not injured again. He's play.
what is going?
When
Yeah,
it's time to
exactly.
play,
What is actually going on
injured
here?
again.
Because at the end of the day,
Something
yeah,
is going
we
on.
all got we got all told, yeah, it's all pictured in training 2-3 weeks ago before the big Liverpool game. Partey's back. Everyone was on the hype train. But including myself, I was like, oh my god, Partey's back. This is perfect for us now. Yeah, get this guy back in there. What and then what comes out before the game? Oh no, Partey's not ready yet. Partey's picked up another injury. He's picked up another knock. What is actually going on here? No, for me, Thomas Partey, I think that's it. I honestly think that's it for him in an Arsenal shirt. I think that's it now. I honestly think that's
Oh,
that
are you
for Partey.
serious? So you sell him? You sell him at the summer? In the summer?
I
If
wouldn't
it
sell
was
him.
you would sell him
I
in the
think we
summer.
should keep him. I think we should keep him. But clearly, something's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about as fans. Because at the end of the day, why are they saying? Yeah, and
But
I
what
was
do
not
you suspect? Because I want to know what you forget the news.
yeah.
You're an Arsenal fan. You read
Yes.
dailies.
Yes.
You've watched this team. You know what Thomas Partey is to us. You know he's a decent player. You know it's just the injuries that are the problem. But again, what do you say is the problem?
Okay, so as I said, I think for me, there's a few reasons and a few assumptions. Of course, as fans, this is just my opinion. Yeah, you got to look at the facts, yeah, and the facts that we know right now, which is facts, that this guy is injured. This guy is, made of glass. At Arsenal, he's made of glass. Yeah, this guy picks up injuries. He's very, very injury prone. But what we'll say as well, this is me making an assumption. This is what I think going on behind the scenes personally. I feel like he's either had a falling out with the manager, or the whole allegations. Again, I'm not going to get into detail of what happened, but maybe that's came into it as well. Because at the end of the day, I was watching this manager's press conference, the other day before the I think we played Forest or whatever it was, and he came out and said he was asked. They was obviously asking about when's Partey back, and he said we don't even know when Partey's back. How can you say we don't even know when Partey's back? Hold on a minute. He was back in full training, and you said Arteta. This is his words. Mikel Arteta's words said, Partey's picked up a thigh injury. It's a little setback. Yeah, he told us before the Liverpool game it's a little setback. So now why is he changing it when we get to the Forest game, saying we don't know when he's gonna be back? What is going on here? It just honestly
something is up. Something is going on with Thomas Partey,
baffling,
and I don't know why.
Personally,
I don't know why. We can use this guy at least get over the line this season. What is this? What's going on? So there's a problem. There's a big administrative problem. Might not be footballing reasons. Might just be something off the pitch. That's the problem. Maybe a problem with Mikel Arteta. Maybe a problem with the board. Maybe a problem with his personal life. But again, man, this is Arsenal's wages going to this guy who should be one of our most important players. And he's
exactly.
not playing.
No, exactly,
It's a big
Tony.
problem. So at the end of the day,
I've always said about Partey, honestly, when he's fully fit, he's also the most important player. He's so important for our team and way we play and how he elevates that midfield. And I've always wanted to see him play alongside Declan Rice. But the issue is the fact that obviously, look, injuries. But then explain to me this, I was looking at his track record at Atletico Madrid. He played, I think, 7 seasons at Atletico Madrid. He missed 7 games due to an injury. Now look at his injury record at Arsenal. Why is it that he came to Arsenal and he's injured every single season and has picked up 40 games?
I kept telling people this. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. all our players falling like flies. There's something. I'm hearing people are saying, the Coney training facility is so hard. I don't know, man, but there's a reason why these guys just fall like flies. When we need all our generals fighting a goddamn war for us, and our generals are just falling down like flies. Gabriel Jesus injured, Julian Timber injured, Partey injured. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's just forget about that, man. Sometimes it hurts me, man. See, what's your prediction against Burnley? Because we have to go now. Your prediction for that matchup against Burnley, and shout out your channel, Josh. Come to the end of the show.
Yes. Firstly, I want to say thank you very much for having me on, Tony. Always a pleasure, my man. Absolute real one as always. You know me always. When you come calling, I'm always there for you, man. But yeah, Burnley game. I'm going big, man. I'm going big with the scoreline. Burnley 0, Arsenal 4. 4-0 Arsenal away from home. I expect goals. I'm sorry, people. Disrespecting Burnley.
Guys,
we're gonna smash them. Simple as that. 4-0 to Arsenal. It's as simple as that, Tony. I'm shameless. Who cares? Let's go and do this. Come on, the Gunners. But yeah, Tony, big respect to you, my man, as always. Absolute real one.
Oh my God.
Let's do this.
Josh is waxing lyrical, man. He's waxing lyrical, bro. See ya, guys, man. That's why this guy is one of my favorite. See ya, guys. Yeah, I always used to watch Josh. I always used to watch his shows, and I just like everything about this brother, man. The way he talks football, the little spin he puts on things, man. It's and his diction too. It's just a joy to see. See ya, guys. Yeah, go to the True Gunner show and go support this brother, man. We need your support at this time. How many subscribers you're on now? Because I know you live in the park now. You'll be stretching towards 7,000, man.
Yes, we are on 6.1K now. So
6.1 on the road to 7K.
Road 7K, Tony. Yeah, come on, man.
Man, see, man, keep putting the work, man. Keep putting the work.
Thank you very much, bro.
And it'd be nice to do a watch along with you one day, man.
Yeah, maybe sure, man. Channel. Yeah, we have to put something out, bro.
It'd be nice to auto multicast or something like that. It'd be good to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk about that later on, man. All these things, because we have to plan everything so that next season we'll just go ham on everything. So we'll have to talk about all these things, and towards the end of this run of the season, we should be doing lots of shows. So guys, get a grip, of that one and let that sink in. You'll be seeing Josh on the show most of the time. We might also be doing 1 week on his channel, 1 week on my channel. See ya, guys. From me, I'm Josh True Gunner. We are out. Peace.
Ciao, guys.